All right, so we are, guys. We are recording. And right now I'm just marking down levels. Again, the measured moves on the 8 a.m. candle. And off we go. Let's see what we find. I'm a little bit late today, but nothing too crazy.
Avi, I think Amazon is a good candidate for short today.
What is?
Amazon
Amazon. All right, let's have a look. We'll be on that in just a moment.
bounced, retests, and now it's ready to go down.
All right, so you see a breakout.
Right, breakout, and then retest with a big wick, liquidity grab from upstairs, and then supposed to go down.
All righty. Let's have a look. Oh, we got. I like these big 8 a.m. candles. They work better. Something like that. Okay. So Tesla, just about there. Let's see, Amazon. What are we looking at? So it went up. It's finding resistance. Yeah. Possible weakness. But where's the candle? So you can see the top of the 8 a.m. candle is what I would look at. Right about there. So for now, yeah, it's rejected that level. 232.50 or so approximately. And let's see. What else we have? Meta. I missed that big double bottom on Meta yesterday. I can't believe it. I wasn't trading anymore, but man, that was such a neat setup.
Yeah, actually, I took it. You remember, right?
Yeah, you took it. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, and on YouTube. That's nice, man.
Too bad I only had 83 shares. So
when your setup comes, you must take it. That's the mistake I made yesterday. I just stopped trading. But good, you got it, and then you hold it, and you get a move, and then the party starts.
yeah,
right?
but I could buy only 83 shares on Meta, so it's good.
It's all right. Build it out. All right, so all the levels are on. What are we looking at? Apple's interesting. Meta, Google. No, I don't like Amazon. AMD is interesting for breakout. Those of you like breakouts, AMD is likely to break out at the open. I don't see anything setting up otherwise. Oh well, Apple. What the hell, man? Apple again. Okay, here we go again. Apple. I might trade Apple at the open. Let's see. Let's see how this candle closes. What am I seeing here? Big tops. Really, if it rejects 221 at the open, that'll be fun. Let's see how this candle closes, though. It has to close properly. Microsoft as well is interesting. Looking at a breakout towards 440. Again, if you like breakouts. Oh no, Google's driving me nuts. No, it's a mess. Forget about it. Tesla. Oh crap. Okay, here we go. Tesla long tail hammer, room to the left. The new high, which it's already done just now, is the long right now. This is a reversal setup already. Go for 422. So my thinking is on Tesla, if it bounces off of this 416.50 area at the open, starts holding here basically. That's when I'm interested to go long. So I'll go long pretty quickly on Tesla if that happens.
Yeah, it's sitting around S3 now, so
17.50. Yeah, this will be all right. Slightly out of the money. Okay, I think that's it. 30 seconds to the open. I don't see anything really setting up. I don't like Apple. It's moved down, then finding buyers. It's a mess. Tesla looks the neatest. Meta's a mess. I don't know what you see on Amazon. It's tricky. It looks weak, but it's tricky. I don't know I can trust it. All right, guys. A few seconds to the open, so take it easy. Wait for your setups. If it comes, then you got an opportunity. Otherwise, just wait for it. All right. 1, 2, we have $9.50. Where's my new high on Tesla? Let's go. Whoa. Yikes. That's fast. Holy shit. Okay, I'm long on Tesla. This is really fast. This garbage. Okay, a few more. Okay, full already. I tried to get more, but I can't. Oh man, look at that fill. That filled almost like $1 away from my entry. That's just insane. All right, 420 is going to have resistance. I'm going to take some off right there. Sell, 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 sell. Get some of it out. Break even, stop. Shit, that fill was terrible. I'm going to have to get out of this quick. Hopefully it doesn't stop me. If not for that bad fill, I would have been able to hold more of a position through 420 and go for 422 area. That's the real target. But whatever. You made it work. Tesla, look at that. What a party that is. It's so jumpy though. It's hard to look at. I got 990. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to move this in really tight. 420, always a magic number on Tesla, right? Go, go, go. Go on, Tesla.
Are you recording, Avi?
Yeah, we're recording. Yep. There we go. Tesla, some more. Okay, near the top, a little weak there. Now it's a matter of scaling it out. Go on, go on, go on. Hardly got anything. That's the target. Just a couple of contracts. It doesn't even matter at this point. Leave the rest to run, or it gets stuck. That's probably going to get stuck. I'll move the exit in below 420. It'll exit out. I mean, this thing could still run. It's very strong. So now I just have a tiny position on. And the measured move would tell me that the next target up is 427. Wow, right up in that area. All right. So maybe there's an opportunity to add into this position. That would be wild. Let me see if I can. Market, I have 4 contracts. I can make it. This is not a way to add. You see that it's getting finding resistance as expected. Let this candle close maybe. But you know what? There's a lot of strength in this, a lot of momentum. I've added in. It's at a new break even, which is basically right below 422. 425, I'll take a little off again. This is incredibly strong. What happened to Tesla? Who bought Cybertrucks? Again, you guys keep buying Cybertrucks. We had this problem yesterday too, right? Somebody bought, somebody sold. All right, a few more off. It's really turning into a scalping kind of situation, but whatever, it works. 426. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's the target. All right, that's the end of that. I'm out of there. Come on, exit, exit, full exit. All right, that trade's done. There we go. That's nice, one and done. That works out. Cool. AMD now doing it, guys. Talking about AMD breakout. There it is. It just hit that momentarily. Let's see if it really goes through. Tesla's going to need to relax. It's made a huge move already. It's $10. Apple. See, Apple was tricky. Remember I was telling you guys Apple at the open comes back and retests this 221 area, but I just didn't like the way it broke out. There's a couple of things I don't like about it. Is the level that it broke out from here didn't consolidate down here. You know, over here it consolidated, then breakout. That's a healthy breakout. Here you can see the breakout 221. It didn't consolidate. It hit straight into a big round number, the level, found buyers, and then it's kind of going the other way. So as soon as I saw this candle close this way, as well as the action wasn't neat earlier, that was it for me. I'm just not interested.
It's kind of a 2-day double bottom.
A 2-day double bottom? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I see it. Well, that double, see the lower bottom's a lot lower than the first. Double bottom, you know, you want it to be very different. You want the second bottom higher. You want the buyers generally or genuinely taking over. Man, Tesla's going. Should have just held on, eh? Oh, well, can't say whatever. $10 move on something that, if you guys look at ATR and stuff, it probably has a $15 ATR or something. So that's plenty. Capture that, and I'll need to do a lot more. What else? Apple's doing the same thing, I think. Apple's likely to resist right there at the top of the 8 a.m. candle. Again, pre-market high, yesterday's close, whatever levels you like to look at, it's a pretty serious level. And Apple, Microsoft, yeah, everything's. Apple wants to go. Oh yeah, I don't trust anything right now. I think everything's got to relax. I don't see any other setup at the moment. Take it easy. Oh man, it's nice to get it done early, huh? Rather than sitting around for 6 hours like I've been doing. Anyone else catch that Tesla? That one just ripped.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice. And you catch everything, don't you?
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
looking
in
at
as well.
it, so yeah.
Nice. A couple of you guys got into it. Very good.
Again, really small size, so yeah, it's good. It's okay. I'm thankful.
You know, get what you get. The market doesn't owe you anything. So when you get it, take your money and run.
Right.
What do we have? Yeah, let's. I'm curious about this Netflix thing because yesterday I was looking at it. Well, earlier today. What was the ticker? NF. There we go. Gosh. So watching the guys trade this. Look at this madness. You could literally at the break of yesterday's high, which is about let's say 873 or so, right there. Push down and breaks the high. That's the entry, and then you're just on it. Just and your partial where you would think 900 is already a big move, and then it goes $50 more, and then at that point you're looking at every $25 really. It's so funny. I feel like every time I've seen earnings trades after earnings, it's always on the bullish side that it's really strong, as in you get a good clean aftermarket move. The bearish moves, basically with bad news gapping down, they become impossible to trade after hours and all that. But again, that's what I've seen. I have no real experience with trading earnings. I've never done it. This is huge, isn't it? My goodness. What else are we doing? All right. You see this, guys? We got, as expected, Tesla's going to drop off there. That's why I took it off at that level. And that's a huge move, man. You see the measured move? Call it ATR if you like. I just call it measured move. It moves 2 measures. That's huge already, man. Yesterday it moved 4 in one go, but that's not normal. And even here, this is not normal. If you happen to catch it, you got it. You got lucky and let it go. Same thing with Apple. Type here. There we go. At the top end, look at that. Becoming a big mess. At the moment, everything's a mess. I don't see any setups. I see Google's getting interesting at 200, but again, not, there's nothing to get into right now. Be very, very careful with this stuff. All right, let's get one of those screenshots going again. Got to be careful about the screenshot formats because we're using it for the training courses and strategies and stuff. So, wow. How do I do this? It's not even much real estate to screenshot. It's just 2 candles for now. Okay, that'll do. Oh. There we go. All right, got that out of the way. All right, cool. Oh yeah, guys, so put in your calendar. I'm doing a webinar tomorrow in Trading Terminal. So you don't have to be a BBT member for that. Just show up. All you need is an email address to get into Trading Terminal, and that's it. So that's gonna be a fun one.
What time's it at?
12:30 Eastern. It's supposed to be 11, but because I'm on YouTube at 11, we're doing 12:30. So, and this is gonna be a different one. It's gonna be very different than all the other webinars I've done. Slightly different format, but a very different subject matter. So, come and have some fun with it. You'll see. I was just working on it today, and actually last few days. It's hard because there's so much material to share, and I gotta make it short, as in 1 hour. If you just let me go, it'll be 4 hours long, and everyone will be sick of me by then anyway. So, Google ready for that high if they break? Perhaps, maybe, we don't know. So, let's see. NVIDIA as well, but you see again, hey guys, just because NVIDIA breaking that level doesn't mean it's a really good move. because again, price action first, levels second. You can see where it's stalled overhead, right? As in there's sellers up there. I would be very hesitant to go long. Let's just move the levels up. And what do we have? Yeah, close to the area. If it truly, again, high of day break, then it has a bigger opportunity. Oh, Microsoft got interesting. When did I see this? Did it? Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. I saw that. I thought I saw long tail hammers, but it could still be weak. But realistically, it's a very difficult setup. This could chop people up. All right. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just going to mute myself here, get into BBT for a moment, get people all riled up, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Still got the YouTube thing at 11. So I'm here till then, till 10:30. And we can discuss whatever we need. I haven't paid attention to the chat. Let's have a look here. Adrian, yeah, nice trading day. Have a good one too. Yeah, Joseph. Everyone's all over the place, I know. Different time zones. Yeah, that was fun. Fun trade. I don't know if you want to know about the Tesla trade. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I jumped in late. Did you get in at 422 or?
I got in as well, just 5 or 10 minutes before the open. So, been a busy morning already. All good. Anyways, Tesla. So my level is down there, basically the low of that 8 a.m. candle. And what you can see is the context is it's in a downtrend. And then it hit the level, and then it put in one of these long tail hammers that I like with room to the left. The open and close are pretty close to each other and all within the top 1/3 of the candle. The entry on that is, so that's the setup. It's a reversal setup. It does this kind of hammer at a level, not after giant candles in the other direction. And then the setup is complete. And then the entry is the new 5-minute high, which would have been this candle, but the market's closed. So I waited, let it open, and came down. As soon as it jumped up very quickly through 417, I jumped into it. Right there, stop was basically down there, tighten it up quickly. 420, I got a lot off. I got a really bad fill when I was trying to enter. Again, the spreads are horrible. So I had to take off a lot of it at 420 and then the rest at 422, then added a bit more for the rest. And that was it. But basically, the setup and confirmation is down here. The setup is it hit a level and it put in this long tail hammer without immediately prior seriously bearish candles. Then the new high is the entry. And the targets are overhead. So that's it. That's basically all there is to that setup. Yeah, Brad, I think I took 150 contracts. Yeah, actually, I didn't. I was just busy watching it, and I just kept hitting the button. Probably 150. It makes sense. I can have a feel for like how many times I got to hit the button to be happy, and then it goes. Well, yeah, 150 makes sense for the price it was. Yeah, about $9 at the time. Yeah. Look at that fill. What was it here? This fill. I wanted to get it all in here, and then by the time I got all of it in, it was here. I mean, this is ridiculous. Then means your average entry price is really bad. And then you're dealing with volatility. You guys saw how jumpy that was. I mean, the underlying gets really jumpy, but then the options are 10 times jumpier. That was just hard. So you got to, that's why I scaled out very aggressively. As soon as it hit a target, I'm out, very quick. So.
Hi, Avi. Could you please explain about the open interest on for the options? Because I'm new to the options.
Yeah, open interest. Truthfully, I don't know anything about it. But let me see. I don't even have it on my chart. Oh, I do. I have it here, right there. Open interest. So my understanding of open interest is the amount of contracts that are in play. Like, because the thing about options is most people don't abuse options the way I do. I'm trading it in and out, scalping it within the day, all this stuff. Most people use options for hedging and for overnight positions and spreads and straddles and stuff like that. So overnight, there's a certain number of contracts that's open. It's open contracts. They're not closed yet. And so you can see then how many contracts, like 220 puts, there's 18,000. You have 215 puts, there's 12,000 open contracts. These are going to expire on Friday in a couple of days. That's all that open interest tells you. Now, I've heard people use them, and for a little while I did use it also, where I'd look at these numbers, open interest, and use them as targets. So 240, because I can see an outstanding number of open interest contracts, I'd say 240 looks like a pretty solid target. If you're looking for price action on Tesla, you can actually almost use the open interest as the level 2, as the liquidity on the charts. And it can work. I haven't really successfully used it. I never really took too much time to study it. But that's basically what it is, and that's how you can kind of try and use it. You can see there's a lot of open interest on the puts. Obviously, further up, and then further down, you have what's the outstanding open interest you have here. This is 420. There you go, 420. Pretty obvious number. So there you go. It's already telling you 420 is pretty big. You have 430. That looks like, yep, that one's pretty big. And then you getting further at 440 every $10, basically. You can almost use that as a measured move if you like. Every $10, you got something going on. So that's it. That's open interest as far as I know it. I haven't studied it anywhere beyond that. So
Yep.
hope that helps. Yep. Yeah, Shane. Yep, it's volume basically. What else have we been looking at here? So Apple was a ripper and Tesla was a ripper. We had two single directional, really good moves, but man, these are fast. I don't recommend trading the open. Again, I don't trade the open unless I have a really good plan in place. Like you saw the plan on Tesla. That's why I touched it. Otherwise, I don't like to trade the open. I've lost enough money over the years doing that. That's where the fractal patterns thing came from. If you guys remember last year, even in Vancouver, I did the whole presentation on fractal patterns. I created that about 2 years ago, I think, year and a half. I started trading fractal patterns. And the whole concept was, how can I plan a trade at the open? What is it doing? And therefore, what can it possibly do? And the patterns I like to look at were fractal patterns. And so that's this basically. Really no different. What I did today was actually thinking about it. It's really just a fractal pattern, is it? Let's have a look. You have bigger time frame, smaller time frame. You have this level. Yeah, look at that. If I just draw a line there for now, right about where that bottom of the 8 a.m. candle is, right? Yesterday, it was resistance, then a breakout, turn support. Again, resistance, turn support. Very important. That makes it already a very important level. Again, it was support. Off it goes. Again, it was support, support, support. And then it put in this long tail hammer just below it. New buyers buying at cheaper prices. These guys are diamond hands. They want to go. Off you go. So that's a fractal pattern. That setup is that. That's it. That's exactly. Actually, wow. To think of it, I've regressed. I'm trading how I used to a year and a half ago. I did the presentation on this last year in Vancouver, and also in BBT. I did a few of them. So there you go. Fractal patterns. Plan your trades and then just stick to it.
It's interesting to look how many things cross over, because look at your 8 a.m. Your 8 a.m. obviously touches that same level. So you can go about it several different ways in reading it from different, vantage points, but it all ties to the same thesis, and then, or, underlying thesis that hit. And then obviously these people got squeezed and then that thing jumped like madness. So well played.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely. Right. Isn't that great? It's so, yeah. That's what I like about levels. A lot of people have been asking me this, and what levels are better to pick. And I'm like, well, I've used all kinds of levels over the years, and you know what? A lot of times they just line up. It's so funny. I used to do it on 30-minute charts as well. Let's see if that would have made sense. Yeah, you may have been able to find a level here. You see that was the pre-market 3 days ago. Yeah, look at that. That was an intraday level 3 days ago. 3 days ago here. Then there was pre-market area. Then yesterday we saw was resistance turned support. Today we saw it pre-market obvious level. You can even plan this on a 30-minute chart. You see the long tail hammer and go. So amazing how levels work. Really, levels, you got to pick them in a way that makes sense to you and doesn't burn you out. And then just sit on it, because a lot of times, again, they align. You'll probably find cam levels there as well if you do some configurations or something. Yeah. So the reason now I'm doing this measured move is because the primary thing for me is that it's just making the workflow really easy. You saw I showed up like 5 minutes before the open to start throwing these measured moves on the chart, and that's it. Didn't go looking at 30-minute charts, daily charts, and all of that. It just cut the workflow by like 80%. Again, 80-20, right? And same levels. Price action is the same thing. You're not looking at anything different on the price action. You either have breakouts or reversals or stagnation. There's only 3 possibilities. So there you go. Now that I've had one decent one, I don't want to make that, well, I'm likely to make the mistake I made yesterday, which is I'll see a good setup later and I will not take it. But this is where it gets difficult. When you've had, basically whatever goals you have for the day, you've hit that, or at least you're satisfied for the day. But then you see a really good trade, a really good setup. What do? You think about all the losses you made last year and you want to make it back, and all of that stuff. That's the psychology part that do this long enough, you can get into that. So what are we doing here? Casey, you want to know what Apple? Yeah, as we discussed earlier, it hit that level up there. That's basically the top of the 8 a.m. candle. Expected trouble. There it is. Came down, bounced, but now look, it's not really respecting level. It's kind of going almost to the other one. If anything, it's respecting this top level here, and the way it rejected, and again came back up quickly. This whole action right here, this is not a reversal setup. It may still go down, but I wouldn't touch this. For double top, you want it to really go down, stay down for a while, and come back up, as in make that arch, right? It hasn't done that. Right now, it looks like chop right under a level, possibly consolidation right under this level before a breakout. That's the most likely scenario. If it's going to move anywhere, that's the most likely move. But be careful with this. Again, even with a breakout, let it break out, retest, because you would have seen this as a breakout, got long here, and then stopped out quickly, right? So let it really go, retest, and then you have an opportunity. Cool. Yeah, Shane got a thesis. Yesterday's high, 222, 223. Yeah, that's it. That's the high. Oh, there you go. Resistance. Share. Where is it? It's not yesterday's high. That's an intraday high. Yeah. Again, resistance level yesterday. Again, fractal patterns would come into the picture. Same thing. Cool. Cool. So what else is good, guys? Anything? Anyone got anything? Wow, Amazon wants to do it, man. Just... Oh. Stuff, you got a hot mic. But... look at this. This is driving me nuts a little bit. But look at this. Amazon hit the level, did that long tail hammer with the new high. Right? That's the entry. Stuff, you got a hot mic, man. You gotta take care of that. All right, I'll get you sorted. Look at that, and it's making the move right now. Amazon, right? Long tail hammer, pretty much at the level. New high is the entry. You can tighten up your stop and go. But again, there was no room to the left on this, even though it looks like a ripper, because it came here and it stayed in this area for, 2 candles. If these wicks didn't exist, this would have been an excellent setup. I would have taken this, go long, and this would really rip. But it's that whole room to the left concept. That's what would keep you out of this one. Brad, you got Microsoft. Yeah, let's see Microsoft. I haven't been looking at Microsoft recently. What do we have? Yeah, consolidation got really messy with the open volatility, and then breakout. Yeah, it did a breakout. 440 is the target. And let's see what happens. So what else you guys want to talk about? I'm not trading anymore. I'm done. But I'm here for a bit. So, and then
Hi, good morning, Avi.
Morning. What's up?
Question for you. Is this 8 o'clock settlement, is this only with DAS or can you see it on any other platform as well?
Well, the truth is I haven't used any other platforms, so I can't tell you about
Oh,
it.
okay.
But listen, if you're not seeing it on other platforms and you're trying to day trade, I think you're shooting yourself in the foot. Just get DAS if you want to use it. Again, you're day trading, right? You're getting in and out fast. You need all the information immediately up to date as it's happening. You don't want to hinder yourself with software that's kind of mildly inadequate. So that's why, even though I've traded 60-minute charts and stuff, I'd still stick it on DAS because I don't know what other programs are doing. All I know about DAS is it's direct access. Anything and everything that happens in the financial markets gets printed here, and that's it. So that's it. Yep. What do we have? What am I looking at? This is such a ripper. Anyone catch Amazon? I don't know how to catch this. This looks like news happened. It's just going. It would have been a difficult one to catch, as in it would have been a half-baked strategy, and then this is where it gets tempting to change your strategy around and say, oh, you know what, you can just go long here, but it's happening today. Doesn't mean it'll happen again tomorrow when you actually take a position. Ain't gonna work.
Avi, the only reason you are saying this is on the room on the left, right, for Amazon, correct?
Exactly. Yep. See, 10 minutes. It just started messing around here. 10 minutes.
I mean, I took it on the 5-minute bullish. I ignored the left thing. I mean, it's in
You ignored it? Okay.
No, I really ignored it. I think I need to consider it, as you're saying. That's what I was listening to you. So
it's a matter of probabilities, It does work. I mean, you ignore it and it'll work, but then you want high conviction trades. You want a high win rate,
Exactly.
So
you recommend that looking at the left side of the room. So, okay.
Yeah. For example, look at Tesla. Very obvious move here. See that? It came down here, did the hammer with room to the left. It hasn't been here since like yesterday at some point. Right?
Correct.
That's it. Room to the left. These are new buyers entering the market. Then a new high. That's telling you these guys are not just buying, they're actually bidding it up. And off you go. NVIDIA, guys, looks like a breakout retest. Yeah, this is a good retest. This is the kind of trade I would take. Now I got FOMO again. Yeah. Here's an interesting one. If it did print a bullish candle. Well, if it really prints a really bullish candle, not this one, but now later on, then you wait for the new high and take the entry. The new high, and you can see how big these candles are. So you're not really targeting this level here. You're entering at this level. You're going further up. You're going closer to 150 in this case, and move those measured moves up. So you also got to gauge whether the price is working with these measured moves, or maybe you just got to double the measured move. That's one thing to gauge. Again, that you just gauge on candle size. For now, NVIDIA's putting in big candles. So far today, it's put in big candles. And that'll obviously change. It always changes later, right? Candles get smaller. All right, what else is there?
What do you think about AMD right now?
AMD, that's interesting. Let's see. It was a mess. Could call that a breakout. Came to retest halfway in the range, which is quite normal. Yeah. I'd like to see this candle close without a wick on the top. I mean, really seriously strong. Then the new high is the entry. You still have the resistance up here. They're here. But the lows are getting higher. The bulls are basically in charge. So this is good. They're bidding it up. And if this truly closes without a wick in the next, 30 seconds or whatever it is, and then the new highs is where you could get in. That's a decent setup. Yeah, good call out. Oh, Meta as well. What am I seeing now in Meta? Like it has a double bottom feel to it, but again, not clean. You can see the bottom here, the second one here, the new high. Again, not clean, very messy. And it's basically a breakout. You can see yesterday's high area. So breakout happened. It's down to a retest and go. Oh, if you look at it that way, this was the breakout. 8 a.m. was a retest. It did the retest. The new high over there about 10 minutes ago would have been the entry. Stop below, and you're going further up. Oh, I didn't see that until right now. So there you go. Zoom out a bit and you see a lot of different things. Oh, well. What else? What am I missing here? Brad NQ testing 22K. Is that are you trading the NQ or is it a 22K level? That would make sense.
It's bouncing down now at level and retested it right now. So maybe it's a short.
Nvidia's chopped, man. I don't know how you do this. I don't know how you do go short and long when it's behaving like this. That's amazing because I can't. I wouldn't trust it. I can't put serious risk on stuff like this. For now, what I'm seeing is it's not respecting the area even. It's just bouncing around. A minute ago, maybe it would look like it could be retesting and going, but it's not doing that. So again, it could easily go short if you like these kinds of shorts, but not for me. Be careful with it. Please be careful with it.
Thanks.
Apple is the one that's going. High of day right now. If you like high of day breakouts, very hard to trade this as a retest. You can see breakout, retest. You want to have a little distance. Early in the day, it doesn't matter so much, but especially later in the day, you want a couple of candles before the retest. This could work on Apple. It's still just in the first 30 minutes. Could be okay. Oh, man, who caught Meta? Seriously. Oh, this is the second time. I did this yesterday too. I saw Meta and I didn't take it. I didn't see today, but shit. Again, look at this beautiful setup. High of day yesterday, which happens to be the 8 a.m. low. Right, you can see the big consolidation. The breakout finally happened. Retest, new bullish candle, new high, and you're in this thing for 628, and this goes fast. Seriously, this is a six-figure trade, man. These are the big ones. Yesterday and today, both days I missed it. Oh. And look at Tesla as well, going the other way now, huh? Low of day break coming up. Also, you could call that a 5-minute breakout. Break of the low, basically. 5-minute RB. Down for 412. It is putting in big candles, but I don't think you're going to get candles as big as the first three. So 412 would be the target. Things are moving. Things are very interesting. And yeah, Apple, yep, struggling at high of day. Not a great setup. The setup's okay. There goes Meta. Seriously, anyone catch Meta? Somebody catch it. It's one of those that I miss it half the time. I catch it half the time. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, wow.
On Amazon, just turned my week green.
Oh, good job. Watch it, man. Okay, sometimes you get lucky, taking poor setups, but it's up to you what your setups are.
No, that's why I asked the question. I was just keep on asking, getting really confused on this room on the left thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just safer to have room on the left. A lot safer. Oh my God, I'm watching Meta. I'm going nuts. This is a very easy fractal pattern trade. Again, Meta. Again, those of you who were there at Vancouver last year and seen my previous webinars are all about this. This Meta trade I would have planned it. I just didn't see it. It just didn't zoom out enough. Now Apple goes, messing around, but looks like it's ready to go. Let's see how far it wants to go. 223.75. Yeah, it's likely to get stuck there for a bit and then the next push up. Again, you also have previous day's high. If you like to look at such things, look at that. It just aligns nicely, right? Previous day's high, pretty much at the measured move area. It's like who was saying that earlier? When you guys were saying that earlier, these levels just work. So don't get too caught up on how you find them. What's important is that you find them and you have conviction on your method of finding them. Then you're in business. That thing's a monster. So again, this is the move I didn't take yesterday. Big double bottom. I had a level down there on Meta. And again today. Have levels there, and it's just going. And watch, it's going to hit 628 and reject. It's just what it is. AMD again, high of day break happening, looks like. I don't know how to enter this kind of trade. This is very difficult. It's not my thing. Okay, so Tesla is interesting too. I bet a lot of people are trying to go long here, but there's no long in this. It's just getting lower and lower, highs and lows. This is setting up for a breakout. The low of day and basically at the level there. That's the low of the 8 a.m. candle right there, 416.85. If anything, it's ready for a short. Imminent. Oh, here's a good example. Look at this. A lot of setups today. Amazon. Who likes this for a short? Let's talk about this. This is a good exercise. Any biters? Nobody likes Amazon?
Amazon just been very kind to me. I was thinking about shorting it right now, but
Don't touch it. Don't do it.
yeah, when it gives you a good day, leave it alone, right?
Leave it alone. You get lucky once, that's okay. Just leave it alone.
Don't make your
Yeah.
don't
Amazon's a mess. This is not a reverse hammer. It's got wicks on both sides. That's on its own is telling you that's enough. Don't mess with this. All right. The next time Meta makes any move, I swear to God, I'm going to go full buying power and just go. This is
Actually,
just,
I'm long Meta right now.
you're long, long Meta also.
Yeah.
You get out of Nvidia. You were shorting Nvidia earlier, right, Ellie?
No, I didn't short it. No.
You didn't. Okay, you're talking about it.
626 Meta long, and
Wow,
I think maybe it's stop at
Heavy on
626.
the Nvidia, you would say it's not a long right now, although it printed a 5-minute bullish candle, but there is a big, large red candle on the before that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the bullish candle is not really bullish. It's got a wick
The
on.
bullish candle is not really bullish. The head is not on the top. So okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, Meta, here it is, 628, big activity. Do you see that thing jump? Those of you watching the tape and bookmap and all, 628, huge liquidity. It was just jumped right into it. So this is interesting. It could break right through or reverse quickly. Two possibilities that could happen quickly. I'm very curious about what happens. And if it does go through, my goodness, this has another level up, which is what, 630 is an obvious number, but you have 631.88. There's a lot going on here. But there you go. Keep a good eye on Meta here, and this is where you can learn about level 2 and the tape and liquidity and all that fun stuff that I don't look at anymore. But it's pretty obvious. AMD as well. AMD is probably has chopped up a lot of people already.
There's a huge seller at Meta at 630. A huge seller.
Where? Which one? Meta? AMD?
Yeah, at 630. A huge seller.
630. Yeah. Yep. You would expect big liquidity there, but you probably had the same at 628. If you have bookmap, you could probably see the past price action or liquidity. 628, 630. These are numbers you would see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, my goodness. I like Meta so much because it jumps and gives you enormous moves, just like a low float. But you can trade options on it. The liquidity is all right. It's just kind of insane, really.
Yeah, but you got to catch it from the beginning, from the start.
Yeah, you got to catch it. You got to catch it. And again, this was there to catch, man. I don't know why. My head was just not seeing it. I just didn't see this thing at all. It could have. I would have taken it. Yeah, right over. This is such a simple setup too. Breakout, retest. It's just a typical setup every day. It happens every single day. I should go back to fractals. All right. Okay. Take a look, guys. Now Tesla wants to go up and everyone thinks it's a reversal. But realistically, where would you enter? Where's your setup? Where's your strategy on this? It's been super choppy for like 20 minutes. And this is where people get excited. They're buyers. They're may well go and rip up. But how do you manage risk? What's your probability of success on just chasing this through 420? Be careful with this stuff. That's why we have setups. Patterns give us probabilities. Yeah, Tesla. There it is. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, you saw it. Yeah. Amazon. Yeah, still going.
Yeah, AMD. I'm trying to give me any reason to stay in the trade. It just can't break this high. It's a higher high, but it just can't do it. So I'm gonna hold on to it. One arm, whatever.
Yeah, well, you can see where the resistance is, right? Previous high of day, new high of day. So every time it pops up to the previous high of day, you could take a little 10% off kind of partial and just, lock that in and then stick it at break even. That way you're at least having a trade. Because this is, especially price action like this is where partials become more important, much more important, because this is choppy. Very difficult to trade. It's got wicks on both sides.
If it can make it to 125, I'll take some off.
Alrighty. Yep.
It's stuck right now.
Yep. It is. It's a messy place. All right. Meta now. Let's see. It has to have a pullback somewhere, and I expect it at the 628 area. It already did one wick, but that's just one wick. A real kind of ABCD consolidation, I think, would be healthy after this very fast move.
Avi, there's a strong supply zone on Meta at 630-ish, 629, 630. That's a supply zone. That's where I'm gonna bounce. I highlighted it also.
Did you see it bounce right through 629 right now? It did the same thing at 628. It just goes, it jumps like 30 cents, 40 cents in 1 second. And that's telling you liquidity. Yeah, it's probably just going to hit 630 so fast. This is a ripper. Oh my goodness. Meta and Amazon as well. Amazon, not if you're still in Amazon, or did you close that?
No, I got out. I got
Fair
out
enough.
at 234 actually.
Yeah. Here's the fun part about levels. I'll show you something. So we have the measured moves here. Let's say you did get that entry, for whatever reason you took that, and then you get your target, but you don't take it all off. You take off 80, 90%. And then you're seeing it bouncing. You're seeing these two wicks down here. That should be enough to add on some position. Your new break even comes in somewhere there. And there you go. Do the same thing at the next level. Take some off, and then if it wants to go again, you got the next level up.
That's a great
That's
idea.
what levels. Measured moves can be used that way. And things are moving fast, unusually fast. It should slow down. We're more than 30 minutes into the day. So it's a day full of activity for now. What am I working with here? It's all this AI news and crypto and Trump with crypto. I don't even know what's going on. All right, Amazon 235 was also an obvious number, so expect it to slow down there. And here you go, guys. Tesla, how would you have managed this reversal if you took it? Again, that's why we have patterns, or at least some indicators to tell you it's a reversal, or it's a breakout, or it's a stagnant. This is telling you that it's stagnant. No room to the left. That on its own should tell you it's stagnant. So, patterns give you probabilities.
The only possible trade that I see on Tesla is just if it breaks the low of the day, or maybe that reverse hammer.
Yeah, yep. If that big reverse hammer happens, as in a big hammer happens down here, and then it's a bullish hammer, then the new high makes sense, or the other way around as well. Yeah, or just a breakout, in which case you would come back to retest 417 area and then short. So all of those three things could happen, but they're not happening, and so you don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Yeah. My gosh, Meta is. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna have one thing on my watch list, just Meta, just because. It's like the biggest FOMO ever. 630 and boom, there it comes down. 628.
You're running after other attraction, Avi. You have to focus on the one.
Can't kiss all the girls, right? Like we said. You know what? Since Paras left me on the YouTube channel, I've been taking care of that YouTube show, and he's not there at the moment. Yeah, and since he left, we've actually switched girlfriends because he was always trading Tesla and I was always trading Meta, and now I'm trading his girlfriend, and he's not there. So we've been talking about that in the back end.
That's a gentleman's duty. Never let
I didn't sign up for this. This is gonna get very messy for everybody. I don't want to be a part of this. My goodness. And what is going on YouTube? There's a million comments about, I don't even know what, El Salvador, and must be crypto stuff. I'm trying to keep up with this because I gotta go talk to these guys soon. I don't know what's happening. I'm actually really out of the news. I have no idea what's happening.
Well,
And-
Trump is the president now, so
Yeah. So don't read too much into it. Just
changing.
things change. Yep, absolutely.
We had snow in Houston yesterday. It was crazy.
Ah, he came out. Big rally, lots of fun. Big party.
That was snowing actually. The weather is really bad. So we had snow in Houston. We don't get those. I mean, last time we get
Yeah.
snow was 2016, I think.
All
17.
right. All right. Get your skis out, for a change.
Avi,
For the whole Yeah, go ahead.
Meta keeps going down, would you take a short here?
No, it's not set up for a short just because this reverse hammer has a wick on the downside. It's still bullish. It's not weak enough, put it that way. The bulls still have some say in the price. If this was just a little lower and it was red, I would have probably say it's a decent short. The context is good. Room to the left. It's at the level. Everything's all right. But it's not there. It's tempting. I could see it, but again, wait for really good ones. This is not there. There goes now Tesla. Yeah. Hey, somebody's got a hot mic. Can hear Brian. Atif, I think that's you. Hot mic. Tesla again going, but I don't know where you would enter this. I would not. There's no trade on this one. Tesla going. What else is going? Apple, no. Apple's I don't see anything moving right now. Tesla's the only thing kind of on the move. But for the strategy I do, this is not there. What happened yesterday? Yesterday was, it retraced a lot of it. I didn't give you I'm trying to think, where would you get into this? Where is there any sort of signal? Maybe no, not even here. Yeah, I'm trying to see where you can catch Tesla on the way up second half of the day, but I don't see any entry signal, even if I had levels anywhere. Maybe here. No, this is also no. Very hard to gauge this. So, but now it's doing that as well. Big move down. Well, it actually was bullish up front. Now it's going. Again, guys, seriously, watching Meta is really great today because it's doing all the things you want to see and learn. Level 2 and liquidity, order book, levels, measured moves, patterns. I mean, everything you want. And putting in fast moves. All right, guys, I'm here for another 10 minutes or so. Then a little
Do you
break.
see Apple as a short, possible short? Apple?
Apple, let's see.
Is it?
At the level, no. I mean, it's going down. I don't know where you would get in and how do you manage risk on this.
Yeah.
No setup. At least not on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, guys, about 10 more minutes, and then I'll be shutting this down and getting on YouTube at 11. So whatever you want to discuss, we can do it now. All right, Shane, you're riding AMD up. That's a tough ride. It's choppy, but good job surviving. There we go. Did anyone ever tell you about measured moves? See that? Just it's amazing how you can levels. And again, it's not necessarily just a measured move that would put you a level right there. You go in any direction, you would find something. You always find levels. Okay, so Tesla busted to the upside, and again, right back to where the top of the 8 a.m. candle is. Now expect its behavior to change. You can see it pushed right through. It was support, then it lost it. Now it's right back at it. Let's see.
Shane, you gotta move on, buddy.
Abusive girlfriend
She
AMD.
tells me she loves me.
Yeah, that's the first sign.
She looks me right in the eyes and says, "I'm the only one."
Sounds a lot like my ex-wife. Fuck, man.
Look at her.
She only took half my wrist today.
Look
though,
at the
not the full
tendons
arc.
she's throwing out right now.
Guys.
Sorry to.
That's
I
all
think
good.
we have
We're all-
ladies on this group as well, so
Yeah.
just suddenly turn into boys. So
Yeah, as long as we keep it mild, it's okay.
yeah. Please excuse us.
Excuse us, ladies. If there are any problems, just message me directly and I'll sort these boys out. Yeah, we'll sort it out. No big deal. Look at that. Tesla 422. No setup on Tesla at all. And Amazon too. Again, right at the level, but nothing to go with. Outside of Meta, I haven't seen another setup so far today. With the Tesla trade and then the Meta opportunity. That's it. That's all I've seen. Amazon. I'm trying to see if I would have picked up something else on Amazon, but can see a double bottom, but again, not clean. It's pretty much at the previous day's high. I don't know. I don't see it. Nothing that I would risk money on. All right. Short setup on Meta. Well, it's going down, but doesn't mean it was set up to go down. So these are the things to watch out for. Dan, yep. When I move the levels, I just move them to the next level. Like you can see right here. If I want to move it one level up, I'll just take this bottom line and put it on top of that 8 a.m. candle. So there it is. And that's it. Just draws all the lines out. Don't have to do too much math.
Avi,
Yep.
when you take double tops or double bottoms,
Mhm.
you have to be on a specific level.
Always, yeah. I only take trades off levels. I don't trade anywhere in between. And levels are kind of areas, you kind of gauge the zone. It's not a precise number.
Okay, but if the pattern is there and it's not at a level, like double tops or double bottoms, you take it?
No, absolutely not. That's what the levels are there for. I don't trade it in between. If it's not reacting off a level, I don't even look at it. I don't even look at it until it gets to a level. And then I'll pay attention.
Yeah.
Meta was so much fun. It's been fun just watching Meta. I have spent too much time watching it and not trading it. Tesla, again, you can see the behavior changing at a level. So something likely to happen there. Brad, no, those are not fib numbers. These are just measured moves. I used the fib tool and I reconfigured it to give me equidistant lines. So it's not even a fib retracement level anymore. It's just equidistant lines, which I then use as measured moves. So I basically repurposed the tool. That's all I'm doing. Makes life easier. Don't have to draw too many lines on the chart.
Hi, Avi.
Hey, how you doing?
Everything fine, Avi. Avi, could you please repeat why was Meta such a great pattern?
Yeah. Let's see. So Meta, you can see the levels there, top and bottom of the 8 a.m. candle. You zoom out a little, you can see that that's yesterday's high. And you can see that it got into yesterday's high right there and it's consolidating This is a perfect consolidation before the breakout. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see. So it did the breakout at about what, 7 a.m. The 8 a.m. candle even retested it. That was interesting. And so it opened, basically it broke out and it's up in this area. So the plan you could have is if it comes down here and bounces off, prints a bullish candle, then the new high off of that is the entry with a stop right below it. You can trail it, take profits there, add up again, take profits up there. So that's the setup. It's basically just a breakout and a retest of that breakout, and it gave you a really good piece of price action. This candle right here is the key one. You know, it bounced off, printed very bullish. The next one came even deep into it, 50% in really. The new high, that's it. You can put your stop right below it, and then you can trail it until you take your first targets. That's probably how I would have traded this. But yeah, that's the whole setup.
Excellent, Avi. Thank you.
Sure.
Obviously, you're not even concerned with taking it necessarily right precisely at that level or even that area level, as long as the price action then dictates that, you know, you're almost a third of the way into it at that point on this one for Meta. And it's still obviously the setup makes sense. So that you just not disregard, but the level has less importance because you almost wait for that 5-minute hammer to close.
Yeah, so in this case, yeah, that's a good point. What you can see what Meta's doing is putting in pretty large candles. So at this point, unlikely that I would even target this area. I might take a little off, or at least I might just put my exit at break even once it hits this area in case it goes back. But the real target would be up there. Or 425 is on the way. Where is it? Yeah, take some off at 425 perhaps. But that would be the real target. Again, you gauge the measures based on what the candles are doing. I mean, this thing is moving the whole measure in like 2 candles. It's kind of making these lines irrelevant, you know, so you can just skip one line effectively and go. And that's what Tesla did yesterday. It was just so big. And look at this one. Your measured move, by the time it went from the bottom of the 8 a.m. candle and moved all the 4 lines, it was like here. It didn't even start moving. That would have been the whole move that you took if you took the measured move, right? So you got to gauge. So what I'm attempting to do is gauge the sizes of the moves. And it was big early, and then it slowed down, or the candles became smaller. So then again, those 8 a.m. measures would start making more sense. For now on Meta, I would still say that I would probably go with 2 measures just based on its current behavior, because even now it's literally running the whole distance in 2 or 3 candles until it really starts slowing down, puts in a tight consolidation, something like this, you know, then you could start using one measure to the next, and you can take bigger sizes because you can have tighter stops.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, guys, last couple of minutes, and then I'll shut this down, take a break, and hit up YouTube. So let me know anything else you'd like to discuss.
Yeah, Avi, how would you, in this moment, measure the moves for Tesla?
Let's have a look. So the next level up I have is 426.70. Basically, you have the distance of this candle, and you measure that, and just draw another line further up the same distance away. And that's it. So if you're looking upside, you got 426.70. Downside is basically just the bottom of the 8 a.m. candle, about 417. And that's it. These are just the measured moves. There's nothing else to it. Just go with equidistant lines.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks.
Yep. There it goes, Tesla. This often does it. It moves without giving you an opportunity. Very, very common with Tesla. Yeah, Shane, that's right. Free throws from half court don't work. That's right. All right, so I'm seeing Tesla moving. I'm not seeing anything else really moving. And I don't see anything setting up. It's a shame, you know, days like this, I feel like we've had a lot of this recently where we've had lots of moves, but not many setups. So you can't really enter those moves. But again, it's still early. We're only 1 hour in. All right, guys. So I'll call it a day here, and in 30 minutes I'll be on the BBT YouTube channel. Come say hi. Come have some fun.
Thank you, Avi.
Yep. You're welcome, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you, Avi.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Avi.
Mhm.